Congratulations! By now you have finally figured out that your high school sweetheart is not gonna be your forever love, although you may have thought so. But don't worry, it is perfect time for cuffing season.
College code.
So first of all, I just want to tell you guys what cuffing season means. And in my definition, cuffing season is merely when the weather outside gets cooler, the attractions between people get hotter.
Just the concept of cuffing season, since this is about cuffing season. So cuffing season basically originates from the fact that, there's different seasons. So there's the summer, the spring, the fall, and the winter. So cuffing season usually comes when you have summer, and summer's when it's more hot. So, people are wearing, less clothing, and, it's hotter outside, adrenaline, all that, like you're ready for life. Now when it gets colder, you're alone, you're lonely, the weather's dreary, like outside right now, it looks like it's like 12 o'clock, it's only like 6.
They're locked together. Basically handcuffs, cuffing season. So cuffing season occurs when the leaves start to fall and your standards start to fall as well. And it gets cold and you're just looking for someone to keep you warm. Literally.
Now, watch as soon as spring hits. Watch the mindset change. Nobody wants to be all cuddled up under some blankets if it's 95 degrees outside, which is why the summer and spring is not cuffing season. Cuffing season is in the fall.
When I tell you during cuffing season, Netflix and chill is real, guys. Let me tell you. It's like when it gets cold, I understand no one really wants to go out, but I'm kind of a little bougie and a little shallow in that area. Like, I know if you have a job, which you should if you're like over a sophomore, if you do have a job, you get paid at least once a month, if not every 2 weeks. So therefore, every 2 weeks we should be going out to somewhere.
But I mean, the concept of cuffing season at the end of the day, I guess it's a cool thing. I don't really believe in it. I just think it just so happens that it gets cold, people want to cuddle up, thus cuffing season. But like I said, just watch. When springtime hits, all that's out the window. So.
I think that at the beginning of a relationship, you're kind of tentative to start pet names. I feel like the default is like babe. You're like, hey babe, nice to see you, babe. How you doing, babe? Well, I don't know. And then like once things start getting hot and heavy, or maybe like an L word gets dropped, then you start getting into the gross names and the PDA stage.
Stages of dating.
Oh, stages of dating.
I know this girl, I'm not gonna say her name, she doesn't go here, but I swear she has a boyfriend about every single month. Like, I'm not even playing. And she's like, and the honeymoon stage with her is so annoying.
People think that they're like the honeymoon phase comes first, but it doesn't. There's first, like, when you start dating, there's like an awkward phase where you're like, oh, I'm dating, oh, we're supposed to hang out, okay, yeah. So, you gonna kiss now? Okay.
Ooh, stages of dating. Okay, it's scientific these days. So you got, so like when our parents were growing up, they had like courting. And so what courting is like, you have a young lady who you like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna take her out on some dates and stuff like that. But I feel like in this new generation, this new age, of this new music we listen to, we have this whole thing that we get stuck in called talking. And it's like, talking is cool because talking is the same thing that our parents did, which they called courting. But the thing about us is that in our generation, talking has replaced relationships. So it's like, we get in the talking stage where it's like, okay, I'm talking to this girl, or I'm talking to this dude, and it's like, we're hanging out and things are good, we may go on a few dates. But the question becomes like, are we official?
Next definition, honeymoon stage. That's when you and bae are like hands and like taking cute pictures and like saying, oh my god, and then like every Monday is Man Crush Monday and every Wednesday is...
We get it. I would not assume that your MCM would not be your boyfriend. I understand. We get it.
Facebook official. That's a fun discussion.
So there's the whole talking stage. I feel like the talking stage is important, But I feel like if you don't exit the talking stage, then you're putting yourself in one big cycle that you don't want to be in.
My girlfriend and I, very randomly, decided, we got into like an argument or something about the existence of like, I think it was like one of our relatives didn't know we were dating, or like someone made a sassy comment on something that we were dating, and we went FBO, as the lingo goes. And this was met with some congratulations. Mostly people who are older than me will congratulate you for being FBO, because adults are all FBO.
And then of course there's a relationship stage, and you know, hopefully things will be all peachy and whatnot. But the talking usually comes before. It's like friends, then there's talking. But see, some people would say there's friends, then talking, then dating, then like relationship. Me personally, I feel like dating can come into the talking phase. But see, it gets tricky because some people would say like, okay, if it's public knowledge that we're talking, then it should be all the rules of them being official. I know that's kind of confusing.
Like married people go FBO. I guess when 30-year-old people start dating, they go FBO. I mean, when marriages get complicated, people say our marriage is complicated, which I think is a lot of personal information to share, but it happens. So I guess with all of the complaints that the older generations have about invasion of privacy, they do provide a lot of more information, I think, on their relationships than us youngins.
Facebook official, I don't do that. Do you do that? I don't do that. I hate
Facebook official is a real thing.
Like, if you're Facebook official, you basically have to date at least 6 months.
Yes, that is the truth, because plenty of people have hella hoes and it's not official till you're on Facebook.
And once you're Facebook official, guys, you can't be messing around with these other girls because they check.
We do.
Some people say like, okay, if it's public knowledge that boy A and boy B are talking, like, and if everybody else knows it, then they shouldn't be trying to talk to other people. But there's some people who will be like, well, hey, if we were just talking, we weren't official, I can do whatever I want. So that's why it's a tricky little thing, and I think that the way to solve that is to just communicate with your significant other what the standards and what the expectations are, and everybody will live a life.
The hard part. I can't stand life anymore, and I just can't stand you, and blah blah blah, and I can't really even be with you. You're just not even cute anyway. Who cared about you? And then you just get the whole stages of breakup. Like, it starts with denial, and it goes off into like, I never needed you anyway.
Sounds like depression.
No, it just sounds like you probably should deal with this. It's not depression. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't consider it. It's heartbreak.
February 14th, 2015. That's one day I will always remember for the rest of my life. It was supposed to be our day, you know, we're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Understandable.
It's supposed to be our day, our thing, and we made a pact beforehand to spend the entire day with one another, and then he got a phone call from a friend, and his friend
He neglected you for that phone call?
Not only for the phone call, but the friend said, hey, Mark, can you give me a ride from Tate back to building 1516? And Mark said, oh, of course, I want to be a good friend, I'm gonna go give him a ride. And Mark said, I'll be back in 20 minutes, Madison, you won't have to wait long. Because he was just supposed to go to Tate and then back to 1516. That didn't happen. Instead, he went grocery shopping with a friend too, and bought the friend chocolate.
Guys, the first thing that comes to my mind right now is family. If you know that there might be something like a deal breaker somewhere when you find out like early on in the road, don't get invested with their families. Guys, I cannot say this enough. Like, breaking up with the family is practically harder than breaking up with the person himself or herself. Like, the family is just like when you go over there every night for dinner, or your parents or his or her parents start calling you their children. Oh my god. How do you break up with that?
Oh, no. So did you guys like break up here and there, or like what happened? Was it just inconvenient?
We called it off for about 7 months, and then as soon as summer struck, we immediately got back together again.
That's summer loving.
An accelerated version of heartbreak, because usually it's the relationships where people do this where they literally make up the next day. So it's like you literally went through all of this drama to get back with them the next day.
Literally. Like, we all know this happened, so everybody else, your audience is sitting there like,
Breakups are hard. We understand that.
They're hard.
But, you know, this is my rule of thumb. So for every month you've been dating, you get a day plus 1 to get over it. So you've been dating 3 months, you get 4 days to fully be all crying about it. And then you need to pick yourself up and move on. You came to college to get an education, not to get in a relationship. I mean, if you did, I guess that's your prerogative, but your number one focus of college is to get that degree, then you're gonna be making money, and then you're gonna be walking around your little office, whatever, with people making the same amount of money as you, and then you can start dating. But breakups, you know, you gotta let it out. Eat some ice cream, but not too much, because you wanna make sure you still look good, and flip your hair when you walk past so they know that they screwed up.